My girlfriend said, "You can't even afford to lose me during an argument." I smiled and said, "Want to bet?" What happened next left her speechless at the bank. I, 27 male, was washing dishes when Rachel, 25, started again about the vacation. "Rachel, I told Brittany we'd go to Cabo with them. It's only $3 each." Me, "That's $6,000 total. We discussed this. I'm saving for something important." "You're always saving. For what? We never do anything fun." We went out 3 times last week. Dinner at normal restaurants. Brittany's boyfriend took her to that new rooftop place downtown, the one with the $200 tasting menu. Good for him. See? This attitude. You make decent money, but act broke all the time. I budget, there's a difference. Budget for what? Your mysterious future plans? While I'm here looking like the broke girlfriend. That's when she said it, the thing that changed everything. "Rachel, you know what, Connor? You can't even afford to lose me. Who else would date someone who shops at discount stores and drives a 2012 Honda? I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, and you're too cheap to see it." I stopped washing, turned around slowly. Me, "Want to bet?" Laughing. "Bet what?" "Your coupon collection." "Sure, let's bet." She thought I was joking. I wasn't. See, Rachel had made assumptions about my finances based on my lifestyle. Yeah, I drove an older Honda Civic. Still ran perfect. Yeah, I shopped sales and used coupons. Called it being smart? Yeah, I lived in a modest 1-bedroom apartment. Met my needs. What she didn't know? I'd been saving 70% of my income for 3 years. Every bonus, every overtime hour, every side gig. Straight to savings and investments. Why? Grew up watching my parents live paycheck to paycheck, always stressed. Promised myself I'd be different. Rachel made $35K as a retail manager. I made $78K as a software developer. But she spent like she made 6 figures, mostly on credit. Designer bags, weekly nail appointments, brunches that cost more than my grocery budget. I funded most of our dates, paid more rent, covered utilities. But because I didn't flash cash like her friends' boyfriends, I was cheap. The entitlement had been building for months. This was just the last straw. "What are you smiling about?" Me, "Nothing. Just thinking you might be right." "Finally, so we're gonna Cabo?" "No, we're not." "Ugh, you're impossible." She stormed off to the bedroom. I pulled out my phone and started making plans. Update 1. 1 week later. The mask came off completely after our argument. Rachel went into full entitled mode, started with passive-aggressive social media. Posted a meme. "When your man saves more for retirement than he spends on you." Tagged me. Her friends piled on in the comments. "Red flag. Know your worth, queen. My man would never." Then came the comparisons. Every single day. Rachel, Jessica's boyfriend surprised her with a Tiffany necklace. Just because. Me, "That's nice." Megan's man took her to Vegas last weekend. Spontaneous. Cool. Even Brad bought Kelsey a new MacBook for her birthday. Me, "Didn't Brad get fired last month?" At least he prioritizes his girlfriend. But here's where it got interesting. I started paying attention to our actual finances for the first time. Really looking at where money went. Pulled up my banking app. Last month, rent, my portion, $1,100. Rent, her portion, $400. She convinced me she couldn't afford half. Groceries, $600, all me. Dinners out, $800. Her car payment, $300. I'd been helping for 6 months. Utilities, internet, $250, all me. She contributed $400 to our shared life. I covered $3,050. And she thought I couldn't afford to lose her? Started documenting everything. Screenshots, receipts, not for court or anything dramatic, just for my own clarity. Meanwhile, she escalated. Friday night she invited her friends over without asking. "Rachel, we're going out. You're coming." "Me where?" "Club Onyx. Brittany got us on the list. Covers like $40 there. Drinks are $20 each." In front of her friends. "Oh my God, Connor, it's one night. Stop being such a cheapskate." Her friend Megan, "Girl, you need a man who can provide." "Tell me about it. I'm basically dating a coupon." They all laughed. In my apartment. That I paid for. "You know what? You girls have fun. It's on me." Handed Rachel $200. Surprised. "Really?" Me? "Really. Enjoy yourself." She was suspicious but took it. They left, giggling about how I finally stepped up. I spent the night finalizing arrangements, sent some emails, made some calls, scheduled appointments. The bet was on. She just didn't know she was playing. Update 2, 3 days later. Monday morning. Rachel was still buzzing from her weekend of me finally acting right. I'd given her money for the club, then cash for Sunday brunch with the girls, total $350. Rachel, see? Was that so hard? When you actually try, we have fun. Glad you enjoyed it. Brittany says if you keep this up, you might be boyfriend material after all. Me, what am I now? A project, but you're improving. The audacity. But I kept calm. Phase 1 was complete. Time for phase 2. That afternoon, I took a half day from work, told Rachel I had a dentist appointment. Instead, went to the bank. Not just any visit. I'd scheduled a meeting with a financial advisor. Brought all my documents. Advisor, Mr. Torres, these numbers are impressive for your age. Total savings of $127,000. Investment portfolio worth $45,000, and your 401k is on track. What brings you in today? Me? I need to restructure some things. Looking at a major purchase soon. We spent 2 hours reorganizing my accounts, setting up new ones, preparing for what was coming. Then I went apartment hunting, found a nice 2-bedroom in a better area. Same rent I was currently paying alone, but twice the space. Put in an application. Got home before Rachel. Made dinner. She came in around 7, shopping bags in hand. Rachel, babe, look what I got. Designer shoes, $400 price tag still on. Nice. Special occasion? No, but you were so generous this weekend, I figured you wouldn't mind. I'll pay you back. She never paid me back for anything, ever. No problem. Really? Wow, maybe you can afford to keep me. Maybe. Wednesday came. The apartment application was approved. I signed the lease, move-in date in 2 weeks. Rachel noticed I was on my laptop more. Rachel, what are you always typing? Work stuff. Big project. Boring. Hey, Cabo is in 3 weeks. Should I book our flights? I told you I can't go. But you had money for my weekend. You can afford it. Different things. What's more important than making me happy? You'll see. She huffed off, posted another meme. When he has money for everything except what you want. Her mom commented, you deserve better, sweetie. Even her family enabled this behavior. Friday morning, the big day. I called in sick to work. Rachel left for her job at 9. Me, hey, can you come home for lunch? I have something to show you. Rachel, can it wait? I'm busy. It's about money and us. OMG, did you get a raise? I'll be there at 12. Spent the morning making final preparations. Everything had to be perfect. 11 to 5 a.m. Put on my best casual clothes. Not designer, but clean and fitted. Waited. 12 p.m. Rachel burst in. Rachel, okay, what's the big news? Promotion? Bonus? Did you finally realize I'm worth investing in? Me, something like that. We need to go to the bank. The bank? Why? Remember our bet? About whether I could afford to lose you? That wasn't a real bet, Connor, wasn't it? Come on, this won't take long. Final update, the bank visit. The bank was a 5-minute drive. Rachel talked the whole way. Rachel, if this is about opening a joint account finally, Brittany says that's when you know a man is serious. It's about accounts, yeah. We should get those couples' debit cards, the cute ones that match. Me, sure, Rachel. Walked into the bank. My advisor, Mrs. Chen, was waiting. Mr. Torres, right on time. And this must be Rachel. Perking up. Hi, yes. Are you helping us with our joint accounts? Not exactly. Connor asked me to prepare some documents. Should we use the conference room? We sat down. Rachel was practically bouncing, probably imagining unlimited shopping access. So, Connor requested a comprehensive financial statement. Let me pull that up. Screen turned toward us. Rachel leaned forward. Mr. Torres's checking account, $15,000. Savings, $127,000. Investment portfolio, $45,000. Total liquid assets, $187,000, not including retirement accounts. Rachel's mouth fell open. That's impossible. He drives a Honda. He uses coupons. Smart financial habits. Now, Connor, about those withdrawal forms. Thanks, I need to close the savings and move the investments. What? Connor, what are you doing? Winning our bet. What bet? You said I couldn't afford to lose you. I'm showing you I can, easily. Sign the forms. Clean. Efficient. Rachel, you have almost $200,000 and you made me pay rent? You paid $400. I paid everything else. But you said you were saving. I was, for my future, a future that no longer includes someone who sees me as a wallet. I don't. I love you. You love what you thought you could get from me, and when you thought that wasn't enough, you insulted me. Mrs. Chen, professional as ever, processed the transfers. New account. My name only. Rachel. Where are you moving the money? New account. New apartment. New life. Apartment? I'm moving out. Already signed the lease. You have 2 weeks to figure out the rent. I can't afford $1,500 alone. You know that. Should have thought about that before calling me cheap, before saying I couldn't afford to lose you. I was just mad. I didn't mean it. You meant every word. You've been saying it different ways for months. Started to stand. Rachel grabbed my arm. Please, Connor. Let's talk about this. We did talk. You said I couldn't afford to lose you. I said, wanna bet? I won. This is about Cabo? I'll forget Cabo. It's not about Cabo, it's about respect. You don't respect me, you respect money. That's not true. I posted about you all the time. Yeah, complaining, calling me cheap, comparing me to everyone else. Mr. Taurus, all set. Your new debit card will arrive in 3 to 5 business days. Perfect. Thanks for everything. Rachel was crying now, ugly crying, mascara running. Rachel, you can't leave me. We have plans. My sister's wedding is next month. Take Brad. I hear he's generous. I picked you. No, you settled for me, while telling everyone I was lucky to have you. Walked out. She followed, causing a scene. You tricked me. You pretended to be poor. I never pretended anything. I lived within my means. You assumed that meant I had no means. My mom was right. You're manipulative. Your mom who encouraged you to find someone richer? That mom? In the parking lot now. People staring. What am I supposed to tell everyone? Me, the truth. That you lost a bet. I'll be homeless. You have a job. 2 weeks to find a roommate. Same situation I'd be in if I couldn't afford to lose you. Got in my Honda, reliable Honda that never let me down. Rachel, you'll regret this. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. Me, no. You were an expensive lesson in knowing my worth. Drove away. In my rearview mirror, she was standing in the bank parking lot, designer bags at her feet, finally speechless. The aftermath was predictable. Smear campaign on social media. I was financially abusive for hiding money. Her friends agreed. How dare I not spend it all on her? I posted once, funny how living below your means is manipulation, but demanding someone fund your lifestyle isn't. Blocked them all after that. 2 weeks later, moved into my new place. Peaceful. Drama-free. Started dating someone who insisted on splitting checks and thought my Honda was practical. Rachel, heard she moved back with her mom. Posts inspirational quotes about knowing your worth and dodging bullets. She was right about one thing, though. I couldn't afford to lose her. I couldn't afford to keep her. The $2,000 monthly I save now? That's the real win.